Hi, you're gonna have to excuse the fact that I'm sick right now. So this came to me in a fever dream, and I just explained it to my girlfriend, and I'm gonna explain it to you. So you have um, think about post or pre-effect modulation of vocals. So you can modulate drums, you can modulate uh, guitar, piano. Now we're in the era of modulation of vocals. So when I say modulation, I mean modulating and pre-effect. Instead of doing it post-effect into the studio, you're doing it from vocal cords to microphone to amp, and then that's it. Because you can do these things with guitar, you can do these things with drums, you can do these things with piano. Like think about using your vocal cords as some sort of synthesizer, like a vocoder. They already have these things, but I'm thinking that it's getting more in depth. That's where we're headed, is the modulation of vocals, because you have the looper station, right, where you can use it for beatboxing purposes. Check out King Inertia, for example, dub effects. Those are two prime examples of using looper stations. And even let me look up his name. You have also Benny. Vocal effects. Okay. Oh no, that's not him. Benny. But Brunny beatbox. Sorry, he's already doing some sort of vocal beatboxing on a looper station. Dub effects, is also using it, and then King Inertia is like not necessarily using looper stations, but he's doing beatboxing. So those are some references to using a looper station, which is a device. Maybe I'll add a picture right here of what a looper station is. You're able to loop whatever sound you put into it, and then layer on more sounds. Okay, and then the second version of vocal modulation we have is a vocoder, which allows you to do some sort of robotic stuff. It ranges in what kind of device you use. Some people use a pre-effects and post-effects. And when I say pre-effects, I might be using the wrong terminology here, but pre-effects, I mean from instrument, microphone to amp. Now, post-effects, I would say, would be that same process, and then just going into the studio, and then it's like you're adding, equalizer, compression, or compression, equalizer, chorus, reverb, whatever tremolo, whatever you're doing to it, right? Okay, now the next one, and the vocoders, they range. You have like this guitar one right here, and then you have like maybe like another one that's like kind of, pre-effect, FL Studio vocoder thing. And then here's another one, is an SE50. I think it's called an SE50, a Boss SE50. Yeah, Boss SE50 stereo effects processor, which is this thing right here. This is what Cyclone 9 uses. This is what Dissector uses. This is what Combi Christ has used. Maybe Combi Christ. Cyclone 9 for sure is to get this multiple range. Instead of like one layer of like an octave, you're getting multiple layers of an octave, and you're pushing it through to get multiple layers of vocal modulation, which that's what people have used it for. They've used it for other things in the past, but this is what the references I'm talking about. And then you have let's see, pitch shifter, loop station, vocoder, different type of ranges of, you can plug in your pedals. Oh yeah, and then the beatbox thing. They have this which is new. It's a new device that they just brought into the market, and it's where you're able to beatbox into it. Go, you know, and able to do some, and it's able to take those sounds like the, and then actually make it into a kick sample, or a snare sample, or a hi-hat sample, or doing the putting that into its own sample bank of like keyboard pads. You know, you're able to do these modulations. If I found it's right here, and if I'm feeling too lazy to even do stuff with this video, all the links to these things will be in the description of what I'm talking about. And then and then you get into Skrillex, right? So Skrillex would be, I would say, a pioneer of vocal modulation. I would say, like, as far as goes as his early work, Skrillex, I would say, hey sexy lady, hey sexy lady. I swear, hey sexy ladies, you know, where he chops up the vocals, right? He chops up the vocals. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Skrillex is using, he's doing this post effects. Now I'm talking about doing pre effects, where it's instrument to microphone to amp, and then, you know, even through some sort of means of MIDI keyboard, MIDI drum pad, you know, or even MIDI knobs, where you're changing, you know, the things that are modulating the voice in a way. And this is all from a fever dream. I think this is phenomenal. This is revolutionary. This is where we're going to be heading with the next wave of instruments, is going to be vocal modulation. And this, I would like to also add in a fact that I had this idea with just PS I love you bit with the DJ controller. Like, you can do all these EQs, but and filters. The next thing that they're going to do to DJ controllers is going to be modulation of instruments. You're going to be able to take instruments out: drums, keyboard, synthesizers, bass, piano, and vocals, all on the controller. You're going to be able to do all in-house modulation of music on the controllers. And this is what I think would be the $1 million idea right here, and the way to I don't know, personalized music, I guess you could say, or just even then, you know, bring the use of music to the hands of people that don't, or that are experimental. And they have even noise core, where they just take an take a what is this, 1/4 jack, take a 1/4 jack, plug it into a bunch of pedals, and just, you know, noise core is big in Japan. Check it out. Here's where noise core is. Maybe it's in the links. I don't know if I can. It's part of my language, but yeah. So that's where I'm at. This is from a fever dream. The vocal modulation, the DJ controller. I already had an idea that they would do these things, and then noise core. It could be called something else, but it's like noise core. They just like scream in the mic and stuff, and the way I maybe iterate or expand more on the idea of vocal modulation, I was thinking they would do like some Skrillex stuff. They would do like symphonic stuff, vocal bending, vocal blending, chorus. Like they do things that they're already doing, but expand the idea more. I don't know how they would do it. Pre-effects, which means vocal cords or instrument to microphone to amp. And then that's it. And then maybe, you know, the use of like a keyboard or something. Other than that, I don't know how I would envision it. I digress. If I have any more notes, I'll make another video on like how they could do it. vocal modulation. Maybe even a device that does all of these things specifically tailored to the vocals, where you can be a one-man band, and you don't have to use instruments. You just need this device, a MIDI controller, and an amp and a microphone, and you'd be able to make symphonies of rock, roll, and EDM, dubstep, and all these things using the vocal capabilities of a cappella versions of songs, where you're just ultimately modulating pre-effects, meaning before you go into the studio, straight to garment type stuff, like just straight to DVD. It just, you know, goes straight to the amplifier, and it does these types of sounds, where you could, I mean, like, you could look at Lost Lands, Excision's Lost Lands. I think the last one that it just had, they had karaoke, but it was you were doing your favorite dubstep songs, the interpretation a cappella versions of your favorite dubstep songs. So basically it was a beatbox competition, but instead of doing beatbox like that was kind of a hasty one. A better version would be like, I don't know how to beatbox very well, but you get what I'm saying. Like, anyways, they had like, you know, a karaoke thing at Lost Lands, and I'm thinking that you take that same idea and apply it musically, and be able to do certain things pre-effects. And when I say pre-effects, it means before the studio, before like a live stage performance. You're able to switch these things on and off, you know, do some sort of vocal manipulation, maybe a mixture of an SE50 vocoder and a looper station with some chorus, tremolo, as well as making different tones. They already have this, if it's linked right here, I don't know, you know, I'll link it in the description, to some software. And that's what I'm meaning, is getting rid of the software aspect of everything, and then making it a live performance suit. Guitar Talk, they do the pedal with the, where you put the tube in, and yeah. Anyways, this has been 13 minutes of me ranting and raving and rambling about vocal modulation. So thanks for watching the video. I'll have a good day.